What's up, guys? First edition of the Dragon Ball Z discussions. Now, eventually we'll be discussing Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and, GT. Shit like that. But this will be my first edition, and with this Dragon Ball discussion, we're gonna settle this. Who is the greatest villain in Dragon Ball Z? Now, first of all, there's a few things I gotta get down here. First, I'll talk about my opinion. Then I'll talk about what really is the greatest and probably is most true about who is probably the greatest Dragon Ball Z villain, obviously. So this will be maybe excluding out movie villains, because hands down the greatest movie villain is fucking Broly, because Broly's like Kakarot all the time, and he's just ridiculously powerful. So excluding Broly, this will be about just the main DBZ villains. And when I talk main, I mean Frieza, Cell, and Boo. Those three. And we probably won't be discussing any GT villains for now. But yes, this is for Dragon Ball Z, that show. So let's talk about this first. Well, Frieza, he was our first main enemy. I wouldn't count Vegeta and Nappa as the first main enemies, because they were shown, and it turns out Vegeta becomes good. So, Frieza, Emperor of the Universe, mostly. This fucking Beer is the god of destruction who probably killed his ass and everything. He's probably a big family. He, King Cold is his dad, and Cooler is his brother, and Cooler, he's out in other places. But Frieza, he's the emperor of this universe and everything, and he's pretty freaking powerful. I mean, everyone is afraid of him. He even destroyed the Saiyans. And he is just a tyrannical ruler, and in a way, he's kind of, childish and a little spoiled. If you're looking deep into the history, kind of like Cooler was kind of like the rejected one of the family, and Frieza got everything to himself. Like, his dad just spoiled the fuck out of him. So, he's kind of like this, let's say, this evil brat that's pretty fucking powerful. I mean, he doesn't even have to train like, Goku and Vegeta do. Become strong, as we've seen in Resurrection F, the movie. Frieza, he got pretty powerful with his golden form and everything. He went to god level, like that shit. And that's pretty strong. So yeah, that tells you right there that he's pretty powerful. So yeah, Frieza, he's the tyrannical ruler of the universe and everything, and he has a very deep connection to Goku, and that's one good point. That's one thing. But a flaw he has is he's a little too angry. He gets angry all the time. He's not very calm and collective. He's like, let's kill him. And that, in the end, his cockiness and the fact that he thinks he's so powerful and everything, that's what got him killed in Dragon Ball Z by Trunks and defeated on Planet Namek. Anywho, and also the fact that he showed up 3 times now. Canonically, he showed up 3 times now. The first canon, obviously, Namek Saga. Second time, Trunks sliced his ass in half. Third time, Resurrection F. So he's showed up 3 times, and he's been a pretty prominent enemy. And also, he has a deep connection to Goku and Vegeta, as he destroyed their planet, of course, with the supernova. And they destroyed their planet, killed Goku's father, too, which is interesting. So yeah, they set up like the beginning, first 3 seasons of Dragon Ball Z as the beginning of Goku's journey in Dragon Ball Z and everything. What's been led up to this entire time, even in Dragon Ball, because we didn't know Frieza exists in Dragon Ball, but sorry, we've been waiting for this moment. We've been waiting for this moment for a long time, because Bardock, he tried to kill him and everything, and he was like, blown away by a supernova along with Planet Vegeta. So it's pretty much Goku's destiny to defeat Frieza this entire time, and he did, and he unlocked Super Saiyan. And Frieza, he's pretty powerful with all of his transformations. He's probably one of the most character with the most transformations, if you've seen him, because he's had his second form, which is probably one of my favorite forms. I don't know why. I just think it looks pretty badass, with the horns and shit. Second and third form, he looks like Xenomorph from Alien. That one, I don't even know how powerful that one is, but apparently it's pretty powerful. He's like shooting Piccolo all over the body and shit with death beams. And, of course, his final form, which is his most powerful form. And then he can go full power, he can bulk up too, which even increases his final form power. So that makes him pretty damn strong and everything. And the fact that their fight lasted for a very long time on Planet Namek, even though they said it was 5 minutes, which was bullshit, because it took like at least 5 episodes for them to figure it out and kick their ass. Like from Super Saiyan to Frieza getting cut in half, it was at least 5 or 4 episodes. I can't remember, but yeah, that's what makes Frieza pretty damn powerful. His full power form, all of his transformations. In fact, he unlocked the golden form too in the Resurrection F movie, and he was kicking Goku's ass, and Vegeta was kicking his ass. But he was a pretty formidable foe at that point. So we can say Frieza's pretty damn powerful. That gives him points so far. Now we move on to Cell. Cell was a very interesting character. It first started out, and which is actually probably my favorite saga of Dragon Ball Z, the Androids and Cell saga with Future Trunks and everything. He came from Future Trunks, one of Future Trunks' timelines he created and killed. He killed Future Trunks, hopped in his time machine, and went to a time where another Future Trunks came in, and they discovered Cell and everything. He started out as a pretty mysterious villain, you know. He was kind of like, hey, Piccolo, I'm your bro. And he's like, oh, hell no, nigga, and just fucking kicked his ass until Cell absorbed his energy and everything. And Cell started out as a villain who had most of the DBZ fight. I think, yeah, most of them. Most of their moves, like, you know, the Tri-Beam, Wolf Fang Fist, Destructo Disc, Kamehameha, all that shit. Even Vegeta stuff, because, and he has a deep connection with Goku, too, because you remember the Red Ribbon Army was in Dragon Ball in Season 2, I believe, and Goku completely destroyed them. And it was just kind of like a revenge thing by an evil guy called Dr. Gero, which I don't believe we ever saw him in Dragon Ball, but yeah, he was around at that time, and he created these androids, 2 androids, Android 17 and 18, in fact turned himself into an android and created Android 19, along with Android 16, who was a secret android. And if you're counting the movies, 13, 14, and 15. Damn, that's a lot of fucking androids. And they're all designated to kill Goku. But then we realize, you know, Cell, he's the strongest one, which kind of just says, fuck you, super android, Cell's better than you, which is kind of interesting. And, you know, his main drive in Dragon Ball Z is to become perfect. His perfect form is his thing, which is pretty damn cool if you think of it. And he has 3 transformations. He has his first form, which he kind of looks like a bug and everything. He absorbs Piccolo and starts absorbing people all across the world. He became a national threat in like a day or two. Just absorbing niggas left and right. Like, seriously, it was bad. And then he absorbed Android 17 when him and Piccolo were fighting, duking it out and everything. And when he got that, he went to I think it's semi-perfect, right? Don't count me on my words, but semi-perfect Cell, he came along and he fought Vegeta, and that's when Vegeta got the bulk up form and turned Super Vegeta and kicked his ass. Until he did eventually unlock his final form when he absorbed Android 18. And his perfect form is supposed to be pretty damn powerful. It's like his most powerful move and everything. Man, Trunks was putting up a fight too, because he pretty much whooped Vegeta's ass until one of Vegeta's most badass moments, the final Kamehameha. Don't quote me on that. Final Flash! Sorry, I was watching Dragon Ball Super. That was a badass episode. With the Final Flash here thing, blew off Cell's arm, but of course with Piccolo's thing, he can just regenerate. Which says one thing. Piccolo is fucking dangerous. Like, if a villain like absorbs his powers, gets his power, they're dangerous. I mean, they can regenerate themselves. All because of Piccolo. That tells you right there, Piccolo's pretty dangerous. Anywho, he got his perfect form, he fought Trunks. Trunks actually gave up because he figured out that Cell would kick his ass either way because he's a lot faster than him. And Cell does something amazing too. He creates a whole world tournament, kinda, in Dragon Ball Z. He becomes a world threat. He says all across the world, like, hey, fuck you guys, you better come and fight me, otherwise I'm gonna destroy y'all niggas and everything. And damn, I thought that was pretty menacing. He destroyed cities. He made his own martial arts ring and everything, and that's where we got to see Hercule, who becomes a main character along the way. And probably one of my favorite things about Cell is he fought Gohan and released his anger power. He was the first villain to show Gohan's power as a full Super. I mean, he unlocked Super Saiyan before while Trunks and Vegeta were fighting Cell in the hyperbolic time chamber, but he went all out, and that's how we got Super Saiyan 2. So that tells you right there, Cell is pretty amazing if he did all that shit. I mean, he was like brutal. He fucking killed Android 16. He killed a lot of people in the Android saga, and including 17 and 18, which they come back later after probably one of my favorite moments in Dragon Ball Z when Gohan does the one-handed Kamehameha and kills Cell and everything with his dad on his side, which was pretty badass. We didn't see Cell until the filler episodes in Season 7, but still, that was pretty amazing. I mean, Cell, he put up a good fight, but his only flaw is that, you know, he has that Frieza in him. Like, because he has a lot of people, I think he said he has Frieza in him, where he just gets a little angry and starts to go all out and do a bunch of shit. And the fact that he's too brutal for his own good. And his actions got him killed. I mean, I think he killed Trunks too, right? And Vegeta went all out and was like, "Ah, I'm going to try and fight you, Cell." Like, Cell, he fucked a lot of people up. And he's the reason why Hercule, he got Satan City, and everyone remembers the Cell game. So that was a historical event. That tells you right there he's pretty powerful. Now, we're going to get to Majin Buu. Majin Buu, he started out as the big fat dude. He kicked Dabura's ass and ate him as a cookie. He kicked Gohan's ass. This guy, he was all over the place, pretty much. And it's probably one of my least favorite sagas, only because there's like, well, we gotta stop Majin Buu. Uh-oh, we got our ass kicked. Try again next time. Sorry. Yeah, try again next time, and it's like, okay, well, that's cool, but they won't stop not fighting Majin Buu. But he made a pretty good threat, too. He even destroyed the Earth. Which, let's be honest, anyone else could do that. When he turned to Kid Buu, he destroyed the Earth with, like, the Vanishing Ball, I think, and destroyed the whole thing. He fought Vegito. He fought Ultimate Gohan. In fact, that's where we got Ultimate Gohan, because Gohan, he didn't die, I think. He got transported to Supreme Kai's world. He trained with the Z-Sword, broke the Z-Sword, got Elder Kai, and he did everything to become Ultimate Gohan to get that mystic power-up and everything. And that was pretty cool. And even Goku was having a hard time. He turned Super Saiyan 3, and he was fighting Fat Buu. And Fat Buu was just like, okay, that's cool. I don't care and everything. And then there was Super Buu, which fought Gotenks Super Saiyan 3. This guy was pretty fucking powerful. I mean, he fought gods, and the Kais are like the good gods. I don't like Beerus God of Destruction, because I think Beerus is more powerful than the Supreme Kais, and he probably would have killed Buu. If you saw the movie, he like whipped his ass around like he was nothing. But Kid Buu is probably the most dangerous one of them all, because that's another transformation. He turns into Kid Buu and Super Buu is pretty cool too. He absorbed Gotenks at Super Saiyan 3 and got that power boost, and he kicked Gohan's ass that time. Remember, because Gohan fought Super Buu normally, as, you know, he looked like a taller version of Kid Buu in his base form, and then he was just wailing on him and everything until he absorbed Gotenks and Piccolo. He got both of those powers, and he used Gohan's anger to an advantage, I believe, and he killed him. Well, no, fuck, he didn't kill him. He absorbed him when Goku tried to have the Potara rings and snap him on and fuse with Gohan, but that didn't work out too well because, you know, him and Buu fought and everything, and he absorbed him and made Buuhan, which is a very fan favorite character, and who fought Vegito, because that's pretty damn. I think that kills Super Saiyan 3, Gohan's ultimate form, pretty much. And Vegito fought him and everything, and this guy was almost unstoppable until the Super Spirit Bomb destroyed him. So that tells you one thing: Buu is pretty powerful, and that was also a historical moment in Dragon Ball Z. So that's pretty much the basis of all those characters, if you didn't know. I was basically explaining all the points. Now, wait, a flaw to Majin Buu was he didn't have a lot of, you know, personal ties with I like the personal ties stuff, because that gives him more story, which is also why I didn't like the Buu saga that much. It didn't have a lot of story, just a lot of action shit. So, I'm going to get to who I think is their greatest villain of all time. In my opinion, drumroll, Cell. Now you guys may be asking, why the fuck did you pick Cell? Well, the reason why I picked Cell is because Gohan is one of my favorite characters. I'm biased to him a little bit because he is one of my favorite characters. Unlike Goku and Vegeta, I like those guys too, but it's not all about them. I liked it too because he was involved in one of my favorite sagas ever, and which I think is better story-wise with all the other ones. It told like future Trunks and everything. They went through all that shit just to defeat one guy who had all their power. And plus, yeah, he had all their powers. And I think, wait, hold on. Boo had some of their powers too. Let's be honest, he had the Kamehameha and everything. But Cell, he just had a collective of the villains too and everything. And he wasn't a universal threat as much, but he could have been. He had the potential to grow in power and everything. And he even blew himself up with Goku and King Kai and everything. And he survived, which is fucking crazy. And he learned the instant transmission move. So that's why he's my favorite villain. He unlocked Gohan's power. He's crazy powerful of all those moves and everything. In fact, he even started his own martial arts tournament and everything. He was a world threat and everything. And he was involved in one of my greatest sagas. That's what makes him my favorite Dragon Ball Z villain. And he has a pretty good personal tie with young Goku. A little bit more close to Frieza. And now, I think Frieza is the greatest Dragon Ball Z villain of all time. Normally, without my opinion. I think that's pretty much a fact at this point that Frieza is their greatest villain ever in the original Dragon Ball Z series. Only because, the golden form, he's showed up 3 times now. Cell hasn't. Cell stayed in hell. Right? And, Frieza, he spent most of the time, Goku had that personal, it was like Goku's destiny to stop Frieza. And that's one thing I like about that, but he has to be hands down the greatest villain. That's it, guys. That is my first discussion. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And that's it. Frieza is the best Dragon Ball Z villain we've ever had.